Things may change and that's okay. Today we can do things a different way. Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to skinning the Fw190C with Tank Baby furiously scribbling in the background. I've decided to go with a red line theme for this one. So if we go into first our photo editing program, GIMP, and then pull up our folder for downloads, Redline. We have some images here to work with. Redline was a racing anime, and it featured ridiculous and souped up productions along the same lines of this aircraft itself, so that works out fairly well for us. Now, on to our color schemes. This is going to be a reference image for us. Here's the race car from Redline. You can see that it's a yellow, shiny. I'm not very good at making things shiny, so it's going to be yellow at least. Big ol' engine block, and a white and blue racing stripe scheme with some chrome accents, so we'll see how well we can pull that off. Probably not all that well, but we'll give her a shot. So first off, we can draw some colors from this. Let's grab that one, and let's grab, hi baby, the white. Maybe we'll just go with a regular white. This image doesn't seem to be the highest quality. See, there's a lot of gradient here. Maybe we'll grab the blue. We can pull a white from anywhere. Seems to be a fairly standard white color. Okay. Now, let's look at the color schemes we have with our image. So we've hidden our reference image. Hi, baby. Let's grab all of this dull, what would you call this? Tan, I guess, color. With our select tool. Color select threshold 15. Yeah, that'll work for us. And I already messed up. We want this layer. Okay, we'll grab that. And we'll add that. And looks like that's not picking up our lighter color here. It's not picking up these dull whites. So our chromes and our whites are going to be a separate layer. And I think that's going to work out for us. It is picking up a lot of the blacks, but that's okay. Okay, so we'll copy that, paste it into the new layer, and anchor it. Then we'll go back to our original layer, make a new layer. Back to the original. We'll pick up our dull whites now. Okay, I think that worked fairly well. Close enough for jazz. We picked up some of the chrome as well. I think we can actually manually deselect the chrome, so we'll go ahead and do that. It'll take a little while, but oh well. Maybe it won't take as long as I thought. We can use broad strokes for this. Oh, whoops. We messed up. Oh well. I can live with that. What else, Guppy? Do 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 do. So we're just floating around with our lasso select tool, deselecting all of the chrome color. So we can just have the decals. We might end up covering up these decals anyway, but We'll give her a shot. What do we have down here? Nothing. Perfect. Okay, this is not all that complex of a camouflage, so that's helpful for us. Okay, let's actually fix our little cut we made here. So we'll use the Smart Select tool to fill in this, and that'll do. There and there. That'll do. Okay, we'll copy that, plonk it down in a new layer, and yep, there we have it. You can see our dull whites. Okay, same deal now for the chrome. We'll have to deselect the dull whites, and there might be a quick way to make that work. But first, let's pick up our chrome. So back to the base layer, Smart Select or Color Select tool, and that looks like it's picked up our chromes nicely. And it's also picked up our dull whites just like before. Good amount of the base chromes there. I'm not going to go that far. We might manually select that. So let's go ahead and use the Smart Select tool to add this. No, not that. Might have to go with lasso. Add that. Hi baby, are you climbing the wall? Yeah. Yeah, I denied. Do 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 do. Close enough. Okay, so we'll copy those. Oh wait. Yeah, I know what to do here. Okay, and we'll paste here. Now this does include our dull whites, so we'll go to our dull white layer, select by color, and then invert selection, go down to our chrome layer, and delete. That should delete all of the dull whites. Yep, it did, from our chrome layer. So there's our chrome layer. Now we can easily recolor the chrome colors, the dull whites, and the regular paint color. And that was our goal. We also want to add some racing stripes, so we'll see how that works out for us. But for now, let's get on to the meat of things. Okay, first off, let's work with our paint. So we want to paint the chrome. We might want to just lighten up a bit, maybe not, maybe clean it up a little bit. We'll see. And then for the regular paint scheme, let's select none. For the regular paint scheme, we want to change it to, again, closer to our reference image. Et voila. In fact, we can go ahead and resize this, just to make things a little bit more apparent. Okay, there's our subject. So we already pulled a yellow and a blue. Should be fairly easy to achieve a white. So let's go ahead and work with this layer. And what's the code for this one? We'll copy the HTML notation on that color we pulled, and then we'll colorize this to match that colors. I think colorify, maybe. Well, that's not going to work. We'll just manually slide it. Sort of along a... Oh, that looks pretty awesome, actually. That pure red. Doesn't that look great? You can do so many things just playing with this color here. Look at that. This blue looks really good as well. There's a lot of neat, vibrant colors you can turn that dull coat into, but we want more of a pure yellow. And we'll turn up the saturation and the lightness to get that nice, yeah, sort of a racing yellow effect. I think that worked out well for us. Okay, that's a good start. That's fairly close to what we pulled from our race car, so I think we'll just settle for that. Now, as for racing stripes, we'd want them going down the length of the body, but that could be a little bit difficult. We might be able to get some going along the sides here, or because the top is a single layer here, I actually like that, we could put our racing stripes right down the middle here. The problem is getting those to look good on the tail, but if we look at our Fw190C, if we could do a big stripe down here, that's an option, or a couple of stripes. It's just not quite really laid out for that, is it? Maybe we could put something here and have it split and go down the wings. I think that would look pretty cool. Whether or not we can get that to look good on the 2D image, to get that to transfer over to the 3D, well, we'll just have to see. Maybe a racing stripe right here, right along the front of the nose. Let's see what the engine cowling looks like. This would be the engine cowling, so we can definitely get that right down the nose here. And then when it splits on the tail, maybe we could put a little bit on the tail. We'll see how that looks. Maybe we could angle it, have it diverge when it comes off of this, what's that, I don't know, chrome on the rear here. Have it come down. So have a straight stripe that breaks off the back of the tail. That could look nice. We'll see how we can get that to work. So let's get it going. We're going to need a couple of layers to make that happen on top of our regular layer. So let's go ahead and start her off. And this one we'll just manually input. We'll start with the blue, and then we will work after that. So that brings us into the cockpit. Let's actually keep it down to about that level. Might as well zoom way in to get our perspective set. The main thing with these racing stripes, as in real life, is you really want to get them nice and balanced, and that means you're going to need reference points. We want to stay on that layer. We want to move this around. I kind of like the thickness of this stripe. It should be big and bold and brash. As for alignment, seems to be fairly well aligned. Do you want to zoom in and count pixels? You know what? There's only one chance to do this, so let's go ahead and do it. We have on this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 roughly on that panel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17, 16, and 15. That's pretty darn close. There. I think that should balance it out. 16 pixels on either one of these panels, and then as far as that should be pretty darn centered, and it looks good. Okay, now we're going to fill Or what should we do? Well, there's plenty of time to modify this, so let's just try... Copying this layer, pasting it over. Yes. And then we won't see that for a bit. There's our stripe. Isn't that cool? Look at that. There's our first stripe. Okay, obviously it's not the color we want yet, but I'm going to achieve that through colorization. So, our second stripe, I want to move down the tail in a diagonal, sort of in this fashion. So, let's go ahead and make that happen. So we want a box select. This is going to be a little bit different. So we'll go from here to there. We need this actually to be the same width as our previous stripe. Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't need to be the same width. I wonder. Hold on. This is going to be a little bit of an experiment here. Let's try it this way. So we want our box to go down the tail like that. And flare when it comes to there. I like that. I really do. Okay, now we really need to zoom in to get this right. Blam, 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 blam. Yes, we're being very, very particular about this. You only have one chance to make something really nice. Now we're being a little bit less particular because we're already bored. Yes, this is why my camos don't turn out so well. Okay. That's looking very good. So we will copy that, paste it on this layer, and then hide that layer, paste it again, flip vertical, and then move. Now why didn't it line up perfectly? Who's to say? Who is to say? But we can make that happen. Let's zoom way in, get everything really nice. Looks pretty good. Let's compare. Okay, we do have... It's shaped differently here. But I'm still happy with that. Let's zoom out, take a look at our stripe. Interesting. Doesn't go as far. It's not entirely symmetrical. Oh well. We can work with it. The text here doesn't quite line up either. Let's cancel that. We'll actually line it up on, you know what? Guppy, what are you doing? Yeah. You're having fun? Okay, this is kind of tricky. But let's line it up based on the rivets. So here are the rivets. Now they're roughly lined up. I think that is perfect. Whoops. Okay. And now we just need to extend this a little bit. So we'll go back to this layer. Select here. Whoops. That's not the select tool we wanted. We want the lasso. So select here. Out to there. About there to there. Oh, closer. Okay. Copy that. Paste here. That looks pretty good. Does it not? So, here's our racing stripe scheme. I really like it. I really like it. Look at that. And we're going to change the colors on this, but those are our textures. So, that is looking very good. This might not make complete sense to you yet, but suffice to say, things are looking very, very pretty for this reskin. I don't do a lot of drawing, but this one is starting to look pretty nice. So, let's try something a little bit cheeky to try and save ourselves some time. We'll copy this layer, paste it here, scale it down. By a bit, and move it. Nah. Nope. But we will need that extra layer. Let's do it on an individual basis. So we'll copy actually, how should we do this? I think I know what I'll do. So I'll copy this entire thing here. Actually there. Paste. And set it up. So let's do our blue color. We'll colorize this layer. We want it a little darker. Sort of that blue with more saturation and darker. Yeah. Oh, that looks so cool. Does that not look cool? That looks pretty cool. Okay. So what have we accomplished here? This one we need to colorize to a white color. Colors, colorize. Let's turn the saturation down and the lightness up. That looks good. Okay. Now we'll reveal this color. This is going to look so good. This is going to look so good, and I will show you what I'm talking about in a second. You will shortly see. This is some real artwork here. Okay. Let's count some pixels. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a perfect number. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want to move this one 2 pixels out. 7 on top, 7 on bottom. Let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make it 7. Yeah, 7 pixels top and bottom looks good. Let's zoom out and see how that looks. Uh-oh, Guppy's into the wipes. I'll be right back. Guppy! Are you playing with the wipes? Yeah, they're everywhere. Okay, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, my dead legs. Oh, hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, she pulled them. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Ugh. You are just too fun. You are too fun. Check that leg. No poo-poo. Okay, you're good. Carry on. Okay. Yeah, you miss your wipes? Go get your bottle. Go get your bottle. Yeah. Yeah, you want the wipes back? How about some fishies? You want some fishies? There you go. There you go. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Yeah, I understand. Okay, we were about to hit the delete button, weren't we? Whoops. That's not what we wanted. We want to delete that layer. Oh, yeah. You see it now? There's our racing stripe. So, we had 7 pixels in each direction. It's going to be a little bit less exact when it comes to this one, but we'll do our best. So, this is where things get a little bit sticky. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. About, let's do it there. Actually, no. We'll just ignore that entirely. So let's do 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. As for the rest, we'll just do it pretty much in the middle. Okay. How's that look? That looks pretty cool. I can dig it. Actually, let's try that again. So we'll just do it from zoomed out here, just to get a perspective on it. I think that looks pretty good. Sometimes you get better results on your perspective. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Are you being patient? Are you being patient? Sometimes you get better results when you're zoomed out. Sometimes you get better results when you're zoomed in. You just got to use your judgment, and we'll see how this turns out. You can judge me later. So let's count some pixels real quick. So 1, 2, 3. Let's do it across this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that seems reasonable. So that's on which edge? So 5 on the leading edge, and straight across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the trailing edge. Okay. So leading edge, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll start her about here, down to a roughly central point. There, there. And we want 11 on the trailing edge. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About there. Close enough for jazz. Delete. And I think you'll agree that's not symmetrical at all. Okay. Let's try that again. So this was a pretty good starting spot here. Ooh. And we can use that as a reference. And then we want to be about, that's about 1 or 2 pixels. Let's just do that much. It's nice that we have our previous selection as a reference while we're drawing this one. And then right there was just fine. Yeah, I love you, baby. Okay. That looks a lot better. Okay. Yeah, those are looking pretty good. Alright, there's our racing stripes. And not sure why that's cutting in there. Interesting. Why is that cutting in? Oh well, I don't care. Okay, so all of that was to accomplish this. Here's our current scheme. A central racing stripe on the forward fuselage, and then on the tail planes we have 2 broken stripes that I think will look pretty good in the final product. There is our paint scheme, a simple recolorization, and then a couple of racing stripes. As for the chrome, we might work with that later, we might not, but I am happy with the stripes, so I'm going to merge those down into my main layer. There's no more messing with those. I don't have time for that anyway. Real quick, I'll check on the chat, see what you guys are doing. Stephen White, hi, good to see you. I'm doing great. As you can tell, I'm a little bit sick, sort of. I'm not technically sick, I just have a mild health problem. It's got me a little bit low on energy today, but I am feeling very good about what the day has brought. Little Tank Baby is all over the snacks, and life is good. So let's look a little bit more into, I wonder, why are those punching through like that? Oh well, I really have convinced myself that I don't care, but I think I'm lying to myself. Let's go ahead and guess paint layer. Let's pick up a color from, okay, dropper tool. Sorry if I took forever to get to your comment. I was focusing on the drawing. I should have mentioned that in the thumbnail. Let's pick up that one. And pick up our color from our white. Where is the... I never use the dropper, so I always lose track of where it is. There it is. And fill. Blammer. Okay. That looks better. Yeah, baby. And back to our select. Blam. Blam. Okay, that does look a lot better. Alright, we'll do the same treatment over here. Baby, you are clunking. And fill with our blue. And then we'll swap colors. Fill with our white. Okay. Back up here. This is going to be a fill blue situation. Blue. Whoops. Did I not click on the bucket? I thought I clicked on the bucket. I suppose I didn't click on the bucket. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. It could be better, but I don't have time for that. So, that's looking pretty good. Really loving the aesthetic there. Got some racing stripes now, and we're done with that. So what's this layer here? That's our, okay, those are our different colors. Let's start dropping down some decals. And so now it's time to check comments again. That's it. Okay, red line. Alright, first off, I think black will be a little bit better. Red line, another season. Let's get rid of that another season. I don't care about your weebish desires. Okay, we'll copy that. Put her into our... Okay, so upper, those are the lower wing. We want this on the... Let's actually put this on the fuselage. So right there. Maybe there. Yeah, I like that. Should we put it? We'll just put it on one side. Okay. And we're done with our reference image as well. What else are we going to slap down? This, will it go with the scheme we have? Not sure. I think if we pull just the red here, or just the profile, Maybe just the profile. Let's start playing around with what we can do here. So we'll grab that. Eyebrows. Actually, let's select by color. Black, white. Oh, well that would help. And then we'll do a little bit of lasso work around his face. What else do we need? Need that cigarette. And we need a jacket. And the button. Okay, what are we missing? He doesn't have any holes in him, so that's good. And I don't think we can pick up the smoke easily because we'll have to recolor that. Yeah, that's looking good. We'll copy that. That'll be our logo. So we'll go back to our decal layer. In fact, we'll make another layer above our regular decals. Paste him down. There he is, in all his glory. Now how to center him. I kind of like the thought of that hair just poking right through. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And we'll flip that one vertical. Let's look at afro penetration here. How much are we going into the chrome? Or maybe this is a good reference point. We've got about, what, 1, 2 pixels on his shoulder before the white. Here we're looking at less. It's on the white, so we'll move this one down 2 pixels. That's looking pretty good. Maybe one more. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Been a little more careful here. I do want this camo to look good. So that is looking pretty good. Maybe we'll pick up, let's go ahead and merge that down. Maybe we'll pick up this. And put it down. I'll take this. Hi, baby. Copy, delete, paste, flip, horizontal. Yeah, I could live with that. Hi, baby. Uh-oh. You dropped your little light? And it doesn't work. It's broken. It was a cheap light anyway. Yeah. Yeah, you're not happy about that? Hey, you're fine. The light was broken. I know it's sad. It's very sad. Alright, guys. I gotta take care of the baby for a while. I think you can see where this one's going. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.